sees Passage right there. Fishing.
What did you say?
What else are you guys saying? Take your tea bag. Give you hot water.
Really?
Hmm?
Where's tea bag? Okay. Is it?
Contains some sort of like
Is it fish?
Wait.